Hey, how's it going everyone? This video is my Tormented Souls speedrun guide tutorial. The aim of this guide is to help you with a few of the tougher achievements or trophies that Tormented Souls has to offer. Those achievements or trophies are Untouchable, for which you have to complete the game without using any health items. Anxiety, for which you have to complete the game in under 3 hours. Amnesia, for which you have to complete the game without saving. And Sisters, you have to escape with Anna, which is basically the best ending the game has to offer. There are a few different endings and we're going to be going for the best one during this run. Originally I was going to do a couple of different runs and split the achievements up during those runs. I was going to do a run where I saved it a lot and didn't use any health items, and I was going to do a run where I used a lot of health items and didn't save it to sort of get those achievements easier. If you want to follow along with me and go for not using any health items or not saving in one run, that's fine. But if you want to make it a bit easier, you could just split it up into a couple of different runs and do 2 runs and just make it so that you go along with me, keep saving it, and if you take any damage you can go back so you avoid using health items, and that way you can get the beat the game without using health items achievement or trophy if you want to, and then you can do the run again and use health items but don't save it along your way, and that'll make getting these achievements a little bit easier if you want to. Like I said, whatever you want to do, it's completely up to you. Throughout the run I do pick up the save cartridges, show you where the save rooms are, and also pick up a lot of health items. I don't use them. I did this run without taking any damage at all and without saving it. So you can copy this guide to show you how to get through areas without taking damage and stuff. I know it might be a bit more difficult for those of you who haven't practiced the game as much as me, but you should still be able to follow along and get these achievements done, hopefully. Let me know how you get on in the comment section. I'm always interested to know if this has helped some of you out. Also, if you'd like to follow me further and watch me do stuff like this live, come on over to my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/ifreams. I'd really appreciate that. And if you want to support me over here on YouTube, just drop a like on the video, maybe a comment. That really helps with the algorithm and helps more people see the videos. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let's get this going. Okay, so skipping this cutscene, this letter will pop up in your face. You need to examine the front and then open it from the back. Click on the front and look at the picture, and then look at the back, read the text, and you'll get taken to the mansion. A couple of cutscenes here to skip. Skip those, trying to get through this as fast as possible. Approach the mirror, and you'll get another cutscene, and then we're going to come down here and open up this cupboard. You need to examine the lock. The code is 1235. And then we'll take the padlock, open up the right side, grab the wrench. You need to click to adjust it once, and then use it on this door to get out of the room. And once you get out here, you're going to want to go to your right or Caroline's left, and then grab the lighter from down here, equip the lighter. If you don't do that, you're going to end up taking damage from the darkness or dying. So we got our trusty lighter. We're going to come all the way around this hallway, not going in any of these rooms just yet, down this way and over here to the stairs, all the way down. And once you reach the bottom here, you're going to want to swing a little U-turn into this corner. There's some nails here we're going to grab, and also a part of the T-wrench that we're going to use in a little while. So grab that out of the locker, and then you're going to come through the door that's at the bottom of the stairs. Head forward, and then go left at the end. The first enemy we're going to encounter in the game is in this area. And we're not going to kill it just yet. We will kill it eventually, but at the moment we haven't got a lot of ammo. We haven't even got a gun right now, but you just need to turn around and run to the door at the end of the corridor and go into it. You'll have a cutscene here that you need to skip, and then a bunch of dialogue. One difference between this speedrun and other speedruns you might have seen is that I'm going to kill a lot more enemies. That's because I'm trying not to take any damage, and I'm trying to help you get that achievement or trophy for getting through the game without using any healing items. Just behind the priest is a box of nails. You want to grab those and then come over here around to the back of this room and grab the crowbar. And then we're going to go down this hallway that's next to the door that we came in from. And just in the back corner here, there's a morphine. I'm not using healing items in this run, but I will pick them up just in case you do need them. Show you where they all are. Also, the save cartridges, I'll be grabbing those too. So when you come out into this room, you want to swing to your right of the camera or the left of Caroline and grab the nails that are in that locker. Then come all the way around here and up these stairs to where the button is. Just opposite that button is this little lever type thing that we've got to use to solve the puzzle in this room. So go back the way you came, down here towards the camera and over into this corner. Open up this box by pulling the little handle and then use the lever that we got on the bottom left. You need to turn these 4 levers in order to solve the puzzle. It's the bottom 3 and on the right hand side just the one on the bottom of those 3, so it's 4 in total you need to move. And then come up here, start the generator just by pressing this button, and that's that puzzle solved. The puzzles don't have any RNG to them in this game. I think there's one that does, but I'll explain that when we get to it. So when you come out here, this enemy's going to come for you. If you stand at the bottom of the stairs, he'll come down that side, and when he gets like halfway down the stairs, just turn and run around up the other side of the stairs, and you can come back the way you came to go back through this door. And then we're going all the way up these stairs. Now that we've got our nail gun, the reason we don't kill him there is because we don't have a lot of ammo and we need to kill quite a few enemies in the beginning of the game. We do have to go back there and we'll kill him then. I don't do a lot of running past enemies in this run. I do kill most of the enemies where I can. Sometimes you can't kill them because you're in the dark and stuff. Before you go through this door, equip the nail gun. And when you come into this room, there's 2 of the crawly type enemies. And if you stand about here and then just use the aim button, you want to make sure you shoot the one on the right first. So it takes 8 bullets to kill these guys. I'd recommend going ahead and using 8 bullets to kill the first guy, and then I'm putting 6 on the second so that he goes down, and then using the crowbar to finish him off. 6 nails will knock him to the floor. 2 more nails will kill him, or 2 hits with the crowbar after that. Grab the nails that are on the bench and then into this room, and you just want to come to the cameras, or Caroline's left or the camera's right, open up this box, grab the heart piece, and then run back out of the room. That's all you need to do. There is an enemy in there, but if you're quick about it, you can just grab what you need and get out. And as this is at the very beginning of the game, it doesn't hurt if you need to restart if you take a hit in that area or something. The other heart piece is in this room, which is on the other side of the bench. And there's also a save cartridge in here and a morphine. You can also save it in this room if you are doing saves with your run. I'm going for no damage, no saves. So now we're coming all the way around this bench and back through the door that we came through. And then we're heading around this way and through into this room. So when we come in here, we need to go to the camera's right, or Caroline's left, and then interact with this lamp. And that'll open up the trapdoor in the back corner of the room. And there's some nails on the bed next to the trapdoor. Yeah, so you'll see me do quite a lot of knocking enemies down and then using the crowbar to finish them just to conserve ammo. It's kind of helpful to do that. You can kind of figure out how many nails it takes to down enemies. So when we're down here, we're going to use the candle on the mirror. Or, sorry, no, the lighter on the candles of the mirror. And that'll allow us to travel through the mirror into sort of an alternate reality type thing, I think, or something like that. Anyway, equip the nail gun when you, or before you come up the ladder, and when you get up here, don't move forward and just hold aim. Kind of a handy thing about this game is the lock-on mechanic it has. Hit this guy with 6 nails to knock him down, so make sure you're counting your shots. I'd also recommend that you keep the nail gun loaded at all times, so when you have to go into the menu to grab your crowbar, it's a good idea just to reload the nail gun as well. And then we're going to combine the 2 halves of the heart and then put it in this doll. And then we're going to go back through the mirror. There's a morphine on this shelf if you do want it. Grab that. And then equipping the lighter again, because we're going to need that in a minute. Go down here and back through the mirror. So yeah, like I said, it takes 6 shots to down those sort of crawly guys that can spit at you. And once they're down, you've got enough time to run over and hit them with the crowbar a couple of times to finish them off. It's kind of a good strategy to save some ammo. So when you're back in here, come on over to the body that's on the table, flip the power switch and then pull down the power handle. And then you can grab the T handle. We've already got the other part of that. We're going to combine that in a minute. So now you've got that. You hear the woman scream as if she's just woke up, which is kind of creepy. We're going to go back this way where we killed those 2 enemies a minute ago, into the waiting room, and we're going to go over this way towards this locked gate, And when you click on it, it will bring up your inventory. You can combine these two things and use it to open the gate. And that'll get us into the main part of the mansion. A nice and easy section. Skip the cutscene here, and we're going to go down these stairs first of all. You need the lighter out to go down here. The only reason we're going down here is to get some extra ammo. We're just going to come around and back up these stairs to get the box of nails that is on the staircase here. I think this box of nails used to be on the baby carriage in this area, but they moved it to over there, or at least they removed the nails that were on the baby carriage. So I just swing down here and grab those nails before continuing, because there's a few more enemies that we need to take out. So go through the door that's on the left into the chapel, or Caroline's right. It's kind of hard to explain with those camera angles. Equip the nail gun and run up to kind of this statue here to my right. Start shooting this monster. Again, we're going to hit him 6 times. Quickly fill up our nail gun and equip the crowbar. Smack him a couple of times to finish him off. And if you do it the way I did, the guy on the left won't approach you yet until you shoot him. So again, it's a good idea just to count your shots. There's my 6th shot. And we're going to go ahead, fill that nail gun up again. Smack him a couple of times to get rid of him. Right, he's dead now. And there's a morphine on this bench here if you do want it. I think I end up with like 15 morphines or something like that. I don't use any of them, obviously, but I wanted to show you guys where they are if you do want them. It's a lot of sneaky ones. So, coming into the kitchen then, and all the way around, we don't need anything in this room just yet. We're going to go through this door, and we're going to need the nail gun in a second. There is an enemy in this room we need to kill. And grab the box of nails that's sort of on a U-turn when you get to the bottom of the stairs. So this is one of those wheelchair enemies, and it takes 7 nail shots to knock them down and 10 to kill them. So what I tend to do is put 7 in them to knock them down, and then put 2 more nails, so we've hit them with 9 in total, and then whip out the crowbar and hit them twice with that, and that'll kill them. If you try and just kill them while they're on the floor with the crowbar, they'll end up hitting you. It takes too many hits. So you want to hit them with 9 in total and then smack them to finish them off with the crowbar. And then grab the acid in that room. Make sure you grab that acid, you will need it. And then come through here after the locked door. And just on the right side of the camera is the knocker that we're going to need. And then we're going to come into the closet, open up the locker there, and grab the nails that are in it, just for some extra ammo. And then come around here to open up this gate. The route in this game can get a little bit confusing because it's a lot of back and forth. I do make a couple of mistakes here and there, but I don't put myself in any danger in doing that. So we're going to go up that little set of stairs and come into this room, which is the studio, and we can grab that save cartridge there. There's also some shotgun shells on the desk right there, and we're just going to come all the way through. If you want to save it, this is a save room, but we're going to exit into the service area right here, and I'm going to light these candles. There's an enemy in here that we need to deal with, and because the area is dark, we can't shoot him unless we light these candles. So I'm going to run around, light these candles, get his attention real quick, and then come back up these stairs. And once you get to about here, you're going to see him coming up the stairs. Grab your nail gun. And even if you're facing away from enemies, if you just tap the aim button, Caroline will lock onto him, which makes your life a lot easier when figuring out if you're actually aiming at the enemy or if you can actually shoot at them. So you'll see me doing that bit where I sort of like stand with my back to an enemy and just spam the aim button until she locks on, and that kind of lets me know that it's time to shoot. Stops me from wasting any ammo. But then we're going to come around here and grab that shotgun part and go through this door, which we have to unlock. And when you come through here, there's a set of nails right there. Grab those nails. And then we're going to go up the main staircase to go and get an item from the priest. So all the way up, and we're going to go to our right. And through this door right here, which should take us into the meeting room, I think, yeah. And there's a morphine on the shelf here if you do want it. And we're just going to go through the door. You will need the lighter in this room to get through that door. So once you get in here, come down past the suits of armor with swords, turn on the light, and in this corner of the room we've got one of these guys that's sort of stuck to the wall. I just use the crowbar to take these guys out just so we save ammo. If you just stand to the side of them, they're not going to be able to get hit on you, so just stand here and smack him up. There we go. And there's a set of nails right here. Grab those nails, and then we're going to go into the door that's behind us, into the sewing room. And there's another set of nails in this room. Grab those. And there's also a save cartridge on the other side of this table. If you want to save it, feel free. Like I mentioned before, I'm going for that no saves, no damage run, so I won't be using healing items or any of those save cartridges, but I want to include them just in case you need them for yourself or whatever. So then we're coming back the way we came, all the way around here, and there's another one of these enemies that's stuck to the wall. It takes 6 or 7 hits with the crowbar to take these enemies out. So just keep whacking him till he's done for. There we go. And we need to use the knocker that we grabbed earlier on this door. And you need to knock in a rhythm. It's 1, and then 3 knocks, and then 1 knock twice. So knock, 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 knock. You do get that by finding another item and listening to the statue's heartbeat, but if you know the code, you can just get it done. If it's not working for you, just back out of the puzzle and try again. You kind of just want to go slow with it. If you go too fast, it won't unlock. But it's 1 knock, 3 knocks, 1 knock, 1 knock, in case you forget. So equip the nail gun before you leave the library here, and there's going to be an enemy in this area that we need to kill. So come to about here and just start shooting down the hallway. You should hit him. Again, it takes 7 to knock him down. I like to wait on the last shot, like on my 7th shot, so they're a bit closer. That way I can hit him with a couple more shots, and I haven't got to run as far to equip the crowbar and smack him up. If he's further away, he has more time to get up, so I like to get him a little bit closer before I hit him with the shot that's going to knock him down. But then we're going to come in here and speak to the priest. He's going to give us the bolt that we need to do a puzzle. So now that you've got that, come back out of this room. And we're going to go in the direction that that guy was, which is down here. Through this door. And back into the main hall on the other end of it. Keep going straight. Before you go through this door, go right and unlock this gate. We're going to need to come back here in a minute, and we need that open so that we can get back in a bit quicker. In this room, to the left of the camera, or Caroline's right, you can find a box of nails just behind the desk there. We're going to grab those, and then come up here, open up this little electrical box, put the bolt in, and turn the power on. And then we're going to go through this door. There's another one of those wheelchair enemies in this room. There's a box of nails on the table. Right there, grab that. Stand on the stairs, equip the nail gun, and you can just shoot this guy from there. As long as you're standing on the stairs, you should lock onto him. Again, waiting on that 7th shot, hitting him with 2 more, so we've hit him with 9 in total. And then finishing him off with the crowbar. Always keep your nail gun loaded. Just remember to keep reloading it in the menu. It's quicker, but also it kind of keeps you safer. So I'm going to come into room 2E here, which is the post office. I think there's a save cartridge in this locker, and there's also a med kit over here. I will get all of the med kits throughout the game. I think there's 5 of them. There's an achievement for getting 4. And I will show you where they all are if you're interested in getting that achievement. Although if you've explored a good amount, you've probably found them, to be honest. So come into the elevator when you're done with that, and then go to floor 1. And when you arrive at the bottom, you're going to need to move this cart out of the way and then push it back into the elevator, kind of halfway, and that'll stop the elevator door from closing. So now that we've done that, we need to go back into the main hall, which is this way, and get the bolt out of the door that we just used, because we're going to go back around and put that bolt into another one of those power things. But we have to grab it first, then come back and use the elevator to get there, and that just keeps those doors open so we don't have to mess around with the bolt anymore. So all the way back through the gate that we opened a little bit earlier, back through this door, and head back up. I actually got a bit confused here and forgot that I already grabbed these nails. I think I was checking to see if I'd already grabbed them or not, but yeah, there's no nails there anymore. Open up this box, grab the bolt. You need to turn the power off first, and then grab your bolt, and then we're going back down. There's a couple of misturns throughout this run, but where I have made mistakes, in the route. I'm not putting myself in any danger, so you should be fine. Gets a little bit confusing. Like I said, this route is like very back and forward. You're going back on yourself a hell of a lot, and it's really easy to get turned around and just forget which way you're going. Back into the chapel then, which is on the left side of the camera as you come down those stairs, or Caroline's right. And we're going to go back around here and towards the elevator, just to pull this cart out of the way. But yeah, this route is pretty new to me. I did learn it within a few days, but it can make things a bit rusty at times, you know. It can be kind of difficult to remember it all off the top of your head. So now that we get here, we're going to come back over and open this box, use the bolt, turn the power on, and that'll unlock the original door that we came through, but also this one that's next to us. So go through that door. You're going to need your nail gun here just in case. There's an enemy in this area that you can shoot with the nail gun, but I like to lure him into this trap. Stand at the door for a couple of seconds and face this way, and then set this trap off, and you should be able to kill him. If he does go for a swipe on you and try to hit you, just use the dodge or run away from him, and after he misses his attack, just run past him. But if you just stand at that door for a couple of seconds and then bait him into that trap, it's quite easy to get him killed that way. Doesn't have to be perfect. So come into this room then, grab the other half of the shotgun, combine that with the half we grabbed earlier to make your shotgun, and then we're going to come back out of that room and come this way. You don't need to talk to the priest. Just come back out of the room, come around here into this room, the operating room, equip your lighter, turn off the lights in this area, and just over here there's some shotgun shells. We want to grab those, and then we're going to go back this way, and this is where we need to fight this monster type thing, and we just need to run around the table with the lighter out anti-clockwise. I think it's 3 times you need to run around the table. This puzzle took me forever to figure out the first time. I'm pretty sure I needed to look it up to know what to do here. But yeah, so when he's up, skip the cutscene if you want, whip out your shotgun, shoot him once, combine the shotgun ammo with your shotgun to refill it, and then equip your nail gun. Hit him with 10 bullets, which is a full clip. I like to count the bullets, and then reload the gun myself, and then whip out the shotgun again, run around, shoot him while he's down, and that should kill him. So 2 shots with the shotgun and 10 shots with the nail gun will get him killed. For some reason, the animation of the shotgun plays after the cutscene there. It might seem like you waste a bullet, but you don't. It's just a delayed animation and the sound. So grab the knife that's on the table after killing him, and then come through the door that's on the left side. Grab the nails on this table when you enter this room. Keep your lighter out, you're going to need it. Come through this door, and before you run forward here, equip the shotgun because there's an enemy, and these guys kind of suck. Get a little bit closer to him and shoot him with the shotgun. Equip the crowbar, and it should take 5 hits with the crowbar to kill him. Just make sure you're quick in whipping out the crowbar to hit him, and he shouldn't be able to get back up. And then we're going to come around here into this room quickly. There's just some ammo in here, and I think a healing item that we want to grab. So healing item right there, and shotgun shells right there. We do need all the shotgun shells we can get our hands on, so I'll be grabbing as much of them as I can. So now we're going to go a little bit further down the hallway and through this door that's on the camera's right or Caroline's left, through here. And as soon as you enter this room, just quickly turn to the camera's left and come around this way to go through this door. There's an enemy in here that you can't really fight because it's dark in the room and you're using your lighter. So you just need to run through that room and escape. We don't go back into that room after that. Just be ready to run past him. So now that you're here, we've got the knife back in the main hall. We're going to come all the way around this desk and back through this door that we unlocked earlier to go and cut the rope that's on the hatch in this area. So straight past where we got the first part of the shotgun, and use the knife to unlock this hatch right here. And we're going down. So now we're in the boiler room. Come over to the camera's left or Caroline's right and grab the shotgun shells that are on that chair. One of the medkits is in this area. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but if you stand about here, you'll get this guy's attention. You saw me light those candles with the lighter earlier, and you can hear this enemy shuffling towards me. So once you hear the fight music kick in, come back over here and use that technique with just spamming the aim button to see when you're actually locking onto this enemy. If you face your back to him, it's kind of easy to tell, like I mentioned earlier. Shoot him 6 times, smack him twice with the crowbar, equip the lighter again, and then if you come around here, you can get one of the medkits that we talked about. You don't have to get these. If you're going for the no heals run, you don't have to do that. You can kind of just continue along this path now, like along this way, and just forget that enemy. It's up to you. But I wanted to show where all the medkits are, so I wanted to include that. Once you reach the top of the stairs here, stop running and just start walking. There's an enemy in this area that's kind of annoying, and he hears you running, and he's difficult to get past. Because it's dark in this area, you can't really do too much in the ways of fighting enemies until you've lit these candles, and you can see him just standing there. And if you run in this area, he'll hear you and turn around. So you want to walk up to those candles, light them with your lighter, whip out your shotgun and shoot him, and then run through the door. If you just run up to the candles, not all of the time, but sometimes he'll hear you and hit you with an attack, and you can't defend yourself, like I said, because it's dark in the room. You need your lighter out. Once you come through here, come through this archway and turn to come and get these nails that are sort of in this grated box, and come through here and take a left all the way up past this area. You can hear the locker rattle in there, and we need to grab the morphine that's here, then also the part of the key that we are getting towards making. Coming back past the locker, you'll get that jump scare, and then just keep heading straight when you exit that area after grabbing that little part of the key to unlock this gate. And when you come through here, head towards the camera and then swing a right to the camera, or left on Caroline's side to get through this door, and you'll be back in the main hall. So we're going to go all the way up these stairs to get back to the main hall. There's 2 enemies in that area we just ran away from, and we can't fight them again because it's dark. We've only got the lighter. But we're going to go back through this room because we've got to go and turn off the power now so that we can get through the area that we just ran away from. So we've kind of got to go back on ourselves. And I know I mentioned I was going to kill that enemy that we ran past earlier in the wheelchair, and this is where we're going to do that. We've got to get all the way back there, and he's still there. We can just use the shotgun to take him out quite easily, and we've got plenty of ammo now, and we shouldn't really run out of ammo throughout the rest of the run, pretty much until the end. So yeah, it's much more beneficial to take him out now rather than earlier on, just because we want to save that ammo for all the enemies that we've just killed, especially with the nail gun. So run down here and he'll meet you on this corner. Hit him with the shotgun, and if you don't kill him, sometimes you'll kill him in one shot. If you don't, just use the nail gun to finish him off. It should take 1 shotgun shot and about 3 nail gun shots. Just look out for that death animation. If he just goes to the floor, be ready to shoot him a couple more times. There is actually a glitch with the shotgun. Let's turn the power off in here first, then we've just got to go back. Give me a second to explain this. There is actually a glitch with the shotgun where you can do double damage. I don't use it. I don't like to use the glitches for these runs. I just kind of like to do things legit. But if you whip out the shotgun and then you shoot a shot with it, leave it unreloaded, like you don't reload it. If you reload it in the menu and then as soon as you reload it back out of the menu and shoot, like straight away, you'll do double damage with the shotgun, apparently. I don't like to use it. I just wanted to do this without the glitches. A lot of people in the speedrun community will use that glitch to get through the game faster, but you know, I don't want to try and explain complicated glitches to you guys or make you do complicated glitches. I kind of wanted to show that it is possible without doing all that stuff, and just use, you know, or play the game the way it was intended to be played. There's also a hidden triple nailer in the game that can make some of the fights a lot easier, but again, I didn't want to use that. Apparently they added that as an update. We're going back down these stairs now after turning off the power and back through the door we unlocked. But I don't know, maybe some of you will be playing on an unupdated version of the game and you won't be able to get that, so I just wanted to make sure I'm doing something everyone can follow. So when you come in here, light the candles that are there, whip out the shotgun to kill this shuffling enemy, and grab your lighter again, grab the nails that are on that table, You just want to be quick about lighting those candles and then shooting that guy. If you're not quick enough, he will get a hit on you, so you want to be quick about that. So now we're in the morgue. We don't have to turn off the electricity that is flowing through that water. It doesn't really matter. We'll come in here and pull this fridge out of the way. And we're going to go into this area and through the door down here. Into the experiment room. Alright, so light the candles that are around us here, because this is another one of those dark rooms and we need light to fight the enemy that's in here. So light the 3 sets of candles that I've just lit. Come down here and you should hear the fight music kick in. And he'll come towards you. Equip the nail gun and do that thing I've talked about where you kind of just spam your aim button until it locks onto him. And then you want to hit him with 6 when he gets a bit closer. Hit him with a 7th and then 8, 9. When he's on the floor after the 9, reload your nail gun in the menu, whip out the crowbar, smack him a couple more times with it, and he'll be done for. And we need to equip the lighter again after killing him, so that we can come down here and do this puzzle sort of thing. You just need to click on any of the buttons for this, and the skeleton will break, and this door will open. And we're going to go down there and get the VHS tape that's down here. So all the way down. To grab the tape. There it is. And we're going to go back on ourselves. I know I'm getting through this pretty quickly. Explaining it can be difficult, trying to keep up with my own run, but I'm doing my best. Hopefully you guys are doing just fine keeping up. I know you can just follow by watching, but I try to explain certain things where I can. So now we've got the VHS tape. We need to go back the way we came. A little bit of back and forth in this area, but over here, we need to go and turn the generator back on. So grab the nails that are on this table and go through this door. You'll have to unlock it. And this is the door that's in this hallway that is next to the generator. So we don't have to go back as far. We can just come back here and then go through the generator room, turn the power back on, and then go back that way. Because we need to go and use the VHS tape, but we need to turn the power back on before we can do that. So back to the generator room, turn the generator back on, and back the way we came. So back through this door. And up the set of stairs over here. And back through the door we just came through. Nice and easy. So now we can go and use the VHS tape in the meeting room. So over here, there's a trapdoor that will take you directly to the meeting room, which is nice. Makes our life a little bit easier. So all the way around here, and we're gonna eject the VHS player, put the tape in, press play, and then we're gonna go over to the projection screen so that we can travel through the screen. God knows how that works. I mean, doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. So come in here and then down towards where the skeleton is, and the code here is head, stomach, hand, throat, heart, throat, and then the skeleton will scream. I try to go a little bit slow on the puzzles just so you can follow me. A lot of the speedruns you'll see people do them at lightning speed because they're trying to get through it as fast as they possibly can, which is understandable. They're trying to get the best time, but because this is more of a guide, I do them a little bit slower just so you can follow them easier, you know. Alright, so we're going to have a conversation here with Anna. We're just going to skip through all of this. And then we need to use the acid that we got in the storeroom earlier on the chain. And then you'll have another little conversation with Anna.
Yeah. I'm here. No. I don't. I'm Anna. Anna.
There we go. So, back the way we came and back to the camera. It's over by the, I guess, mortician's table or whatever it is, autopsy table. And click on the camera. Get back to the meeting room, and we're going to go back down that hatch that brought us into this room. And now when we go back to the cell that Anna was in, the chain is gone and we can go inside and get the part of the key that we need. So all the way back around here, back through this opening that we made by moving that fridge, and through the door back into the experiment room then. And we're going to go back through that secret tunnel to go and get the other part of the key, and that's both parts of the key that we've got now, so we can open a few more doors in the mansion. There's the key right there. Grab that. One thing I didn't do with this run is get the collectibles, but there's so many of them it would have taken a lot longer. Maybe I'll make a guide just for the collectibles, or I'll do a run that just revolves around the collectibles or something, try and figure that out at some point. But I wanted to make a guide for these tougher achievements, because they are pretty tough. There's some tough ones with this game. But I'll also get the best ending throughout this run as well. So we're going to go back through this door that leads us towards the generator room, and we're going to go back to the area that we pretty much started in, so that we can unlock one of the doors with this key that we've got now, so the master key. So open up this door. Be back at the bottom of the stairs here. So we're going to go all the way up, and at the top of these stairs, we're going to go ahead and open up this door. So combine the two parts of the key, and the code you want here is star, triangle, and then honeycomb for aliens, Egyptian pharaohs, and honeybees, I guess. So there we go. So now that we're here, we're going to come in up these stairs. There's a med kit right there. There's also some ammo for the cattle prod right there, like charge ammo, and the battery is also in this area. We need to grab those 3 items. Well, we don't need to grab the other 2, but we'll get them all anyway. That's 3 med kits that we've got now, right? I think 2 more to get throughout the game. And now we're going to go back to the main hall. So we're going to come back around this way. You can take different routes to get back to the main hall, but we're just going to go this way. I think this way is quicker. And this is why we kill the 2 enemies that are in this area, because we come back through here a good 3 or 4 times throughout this run. And if these 2 enemies aren't dead, they can become really annoying and just get easy hits on you. These enemies can also be really, really frustrating just because they can spit at you. So now we're going up the stairs here. I'm not sure if I took a wrong turn maybe here. I know I did take a couple of wrong turns throughout this run. But I'll let you guys know when I make them and what you should and shouldn't be doing. Yeah, I don't think we want to go this way just yet. We have got to come this way to use one of the doors here, but we're going to actually want to go through the door that's opposite this one. You're not in any danger in this area, but I think right here I was kind of like, I kind of realized what I was doing, yeah, and then went back. But we do need to come here. It's just not in the order that we want to do these doors. So we want to go back to the main hall, and it's just the door opposite this one. Again, not too much bother there. As I mentioned before, it can be kind of frustrating going back on yourself a lot, and just there's so much coming to areas that you've already been in. It can be easy to mix up the route. But make sure you have the shotgun equipped before you go into this next room, because when we go in here now, this is the room the priest was in earlier, where he gave us the bolt. There's an enemy. So just run up, shoot him with the shotgun. And again, reload that, keep your guns loaded. And then the code for this one is square, and then honeycomb, and is it pentagon? What's the shape with 6 sides called? I'm not even sure what it's called, but it's basically the code is a shape with 4, a shape with 6, and a shape with 5. I know the 5 is pentagon, right? Or is it I don't know, man. I'm terrible with shapes, alright? You learn that stuff when you're young. I can figure out extra complicated speed runs, but I can't figure out shapes. I don't know what else to say about it. So in that room, there's a tape, another yellow tape, and some shotgun shells. Make sure you grab both of those. You'll need the lighter to look around in that room. And now we're going to go back to the area we went in by mistake earlier. I know I'm going to have comments telling me what that shape's called. I could easily Google it and look it up. I'm just too lazy. So, back through here, back through this door. And there's another one of these doors just on the left here. Yeah, this way. So, the code for this one is it pentagon? I'm just going to say pentagon, and then triangle, and then a circle. I originally thought it was star, but the 8 stands for infinite, which would be circle. Didn't make any sense to me at first, but someone on my Twitch chat kindly pointed it out to me. So in this area, you've got 2 enemies. You need to kill these enemies because they are annoying. Knock him down with the shotgun, and then whip out your trusty crowbar, smack him up 5 times, and he'll be done for. Right, that's 1 done. Then grab your nail gun. Keep using that spam aim trick. I think you need to shoot these guys like 9 times to knock them down. Sometimes 8, sometimes 9. I could use the crowbar to finish him off here, but I kind of just like to finish this guy off with the nail gun because they can be very annoying to deal with. Equip your lighter again, and then come through into this room, which is 2B. The priest is in here, but we're going to ignore him and just run through this door over here, and in this room you will need the lighter. So use that lighter on the candles, and then go through the mirror. Head through this door. And now we're just going to leave this room, now that we're in off-brand Silent Hill alternate reality, and come through the door that's just behind you, which is 2D. And in this room you've got some shotgun shells on this grated table or whatever it is, and we need to use the knife on the rope with this puzzle to get the scroll out of the monkey's mouth. Alright, so grab that and then go through the door that's on your right. And then in this room we've got a morphine sitting right next to us, which I will grab just in case you need them. And the hammer that's in this room, make sure you grab that, you'll need it. And then go through the door into 2C. There's an enemy in this room, but you just want to swing towards the camera's right, Caroline's left, light up the candles here. Make sure you light those candles quickly because there's an enemy that we need to kill. You won't be able to do anything about it unless you light those candles. So I'm guessing different enemies, or certain enemies, have different health, sorry. Open up the box here and grab the mannequin arm. There's also some shotgun shells in this room that you want to grab, because one shotgun shell took that guy out, and usually they take more than one shotgun shell, so... And it seems pretty consistent. That guy will always die with one shotgun shell. So open up that gate here. Don't go the other way because there's an enemy around there that we can't do anything about just yet. It's one of those guys strapped to the wall and we don't have the light in order to take him out. So open up the gate and come back this way. And then we're going to go through the mirror. And then back out into the main hallway. There's a lot of back and forth in this area. In this game in general, there's a lot of back and forth, but that's just the way it is. So I'm going to go and get the staple gun now, and that'll allow us to fix the priest's arm, which is kind of weird, but that's just the way this game is. So back into the main hallway, into 2C, and then we're going through this door that's on the right of the camera, or Caroline's left, and straight through here. Nothing we need in this room. Once you get into here, you're going to come over to this puzzle and use the scroll. I always forget to put the scroll in and try and press the buttons. But you need to press the first button 3 times, the second button 4 times, and the third button 0 times, and the fourth button 5 times. So 3, 4, 0, 5, and then smack the hammer on the... Is it called a gavel? I don't know what it's called. And then you'll get the staple gun. You'll need to click on the circular area of the staple gun to tighten it to increase the power, and then you'll be able to go and use that on the priest in off-brand Silent Hill reality. And yeah, that'll allow you to get this puzzle done, and he'll give you the light. So we don't have to use the lighter anymore when running around, and that allows you to kill enemies in the dark, which is nice. Makes things a little bit easier in certain sections, and if you've been exploring and you've found certain parts of the mansion that you can't do anything about, like you've got one of those things stuck to the wall and you can't kill it because you need to keep the lighter out, and you can't shoot and keep the lighter out at the same time. I think I made a small mistake here, and I was just supposed to go and basically sort out the priest. Again, I'm kind of confused, like, where am I going? What am I doing? Just because I'm running around so much. Yeah, we just need to go and fix the priest now. So we're going to put the mannequin arm on him and use the staple gun. Yeah, sorry about the small mistake there. Again, the mistakes I do make, it doesn't really put you in any danger. But once you've done that, go back through the mirror and then go and talk to the priest. And he'll give you the light. There is, I think, one more mistake in this run, and it's when we get the disc and we need to program it. I forgot to program it and had to go back, which is kind of annoying.
Doc.
But it's okay.
I'll go.
I'll mention when you should do it and where I forgot it. So now that we've got the light, I'm going to equip the crowbar. We're going to go back through the mirror because we're going to go and get the cattle prod. And we want to go back into off-brand Silent Hill reality and then come back this way to go through this door into the hallway. And we just need to kill one enemy in this area. It's one of those enemies that's stuck to the wall. We could only do this when we've got the light, which is why I've saved it for now. And we come over here, smack him up. There we go. Equip the shotgun before you run into this next room. There's an enemy in here, and you want to be ready to shoot him in the face. So, there he is. Shoot him in the face. Get him dealt with. Combine the shotgun with the shells. Reload that. And then keeping the shotgun out just for now. But now that you've opened that gate to get back into this room, come and unlock this room, and this will take you back into the mirror room. Go through the mirror, and then when you come back through that door now, because it's unlocked, you'll be able to get the cattle prod, and there's also a med kit in there. So is that 4 med kits now? I think. So you should get your achievement at that point, and you should also get an achievement for finding all of the weapons, I think, at that point. Which is kind of nice. Okay, so now we're done with this area, we can leave. We're going to go back around this way and back through this door. So I think now we need to use the elevator, and at this point more enemies spawn in the chapel and in the main hall. So be ready for them. We're going to go down to floor 1. Keep your shotgun equipped here. And with this next enemy we're about to kill, you want to make sure that you sort of hug the wall, like this wall that I'm sort of walking into, and stay to this side of the steps, the right side on the camera. Otherwise she won't lock onto that enemy when you get about halfway down the steps. If you're on the other side of the steps, she just won't lock onto him. So right, 1 shotgun shot, and was that 3 or 4 nail bullets? Got him killed. And I'm going to stand here and use that lock-on trick I told you about, where I just spam the aim button until she locks on. This guy can get a little too close for comfort, but I managed to get him down in 9. If he's getting too close to you, just run away and then hit him with a couple more shots to kill him. You are faster than those enemies. A lot of the enemies in the game are faster than you, but those ones aren't. So, alright, so we're going to use the key here. The code is square triangle star, I think. Yep, square triangle star. And then we're through into the archives. So in this room we've got some shotgun shells right here, and there's also a save cartridge just around the corner if you do want that. And now we're going to go into this area. As soon as you come through this door, head towards the camera's left, or Caroline's right. And the code for the cash register is 0414, and that will open. Grab the coin, and there's also a morphine there as well, and we're just going to leave now. We don't need to stay here anymore. Sorted. So I'm going to reload, make sure everything's reloaded. If you're not sure if stuff's reloaded, just check. It is annoying if you're fighting an enemy and you whip out your gun and she goes to reload and you end up taking a hit, so just keep an eye on that at all times. And now we're going to come over to the vending machine, put the coin in, and we're going to do this puzzle. Pretty sure I messed this up. I usually screw this up at some point. 5, 4, 3, 3. Yep, last one then. 4, 1, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, I messed up. If you mess it up though, they'll just give you the coin back. What I like to do is just number each of the buttons 1 to 5. That makes it easier for me to remember. It's only the last one I seem to mess up on, but so that's 2, 3, 5, and 1, 5, 2, 2. This puzzle is RNG, so what I'm doing will not be what you get. 4, 2, 2, 4, 5. There we go. So yeah, you just have to memorize it, but like I said, try to just make it a little numbers thing Top one is 1, bottom one is 5. It kind of makes it easier to remember. So when you come through this door, make sure you got your shotgun equipped. You should have if you're following along with me, and just shoot this enemy in the face. There's 2 more enemies in this area. I like to stand about here and use the nail gun to take this one out, because another one is going to be coming behind us as well. So that's 8 bullets to take that guy out. I didn't run over and hit him with the crowbar to make it easier. And now you've got this one that's coming behind you, so I'm just using the lock-on trick so I know when she locks onto him. There we go. I'm going to use the crowbar to finish this one off. A couple of smacks. And let's whip the nail gun back out here. There's one more enemy down these stairs. He won't come after you, but I want to get rid of him now just to get him out of the way, and he'll sort of be shuffling backwards and forwards down this area, and I'm keeping my back to him using that lock-on trick. So I'm sort of standing on the 3rd candlestick up there to judge how far away I need to be, so that I'll lock onto him, but he won't get close enough to damage me. He actually went for the swing there. That was kind of close. He brought his hand back for the swing. I was lucky. Let's grab the shotgun back out. And now that we've done that, we need to go and use our VHS tape. So we're going back to the meeting room. There's different ways for you to get there. But first, yeah, we can go this way to get to the meeting room, but first we want to go around this corner, shoot this guy in the face. There's a guy on that corner. Be ready for that guy. He's very annoying. He can easily smack you without you realizing he's there. And then come around here, shoot this guy in the face as well with a shotgun. These enemies lurking on corners. Yeah, we want to come this way so that we can kill the guy that's hanging out on the wall and get into the area to help us with one of the puzzles when we're using the next tape. So, smack this guy up. 6 or 7 hits and he's dead. Back to the shotgun then. And then we're going through the door at the end of the hallway. And in the laundry area, there's a box of nails, I think, at the bottom of the stairs. But we need to turn off the power to the washing machine. Turn that off and then back out. And when you come back up these stairs, it'll open and spit something out. Don't press any buttons when this little cutscene plays, because you can actually keep moving forward if you press it. And this enemy spawns, and you want to be ready to shoot him in the face with the shotgun. And then come back and grab the item that's on the floor. I'm not sure why, but if you keep holding forward during that thing popping out, Caroline will keep running forward, which is kind of frustrating. So then we're going to go through this door. It takes us into the shower room. And in this room, we can grab another medkit. Oh, maybe there are more medkits then. Oh, no. It just... This one is a medkit, but it looks like morphine. It's kind of weird. It's the only medkit that's like that in the game. So maybe there's more medkits then. I'm not sure how many we found now. Maybe it's just 5. But also grab the disc that's in this room. It doesn't really matter. I'm not using the medkits, but I tried to show you where they all are to help you get that achievement. You will get the achievement for getting them. And then we're going to leave this room. We're back here where we killed this guy earlier. Coming back the way we came into the studio. And going back to... I think, yeah, this leads us to the chapel, right? So we'll end up back in the chapel, and then we're going to go to the meeting room. You can also go down the hatch and go that way to get to the meeting room, but we're going to go this way. It's a little bit safer. There's a couple of enemies that we didn't kill in the boiler area. And we've killed all the enemies around here, so we can just run back nice and safe. So we're going to go up the stairs then, to the right at the top of the stairs, to get to the meeting room again. And this is where we go through and charge the battery and also put the blood bag in the freezer. So let's go ahead and use the yellow tape now that we grabbed earlier on. And through here. Skip the little cutscene. And then head off to your left. I accidentally was spamming the click button or the left click button to get through that cutscene and ended up clicking on the camera, which was annoying, but never mind. We're back here now, and we want to come through here into the kitchen, and we need to combine the thing that got spat out of the washing machine and the blood bag if you haven't done so already, and then put it in here into that freezer, and then we're leaving back into the chapel. We're going to go down here and into the little room that we grabbed nails in earlier, and we're going to hook up the battery. And if you haven't figured it out yet, this is like a few days in the past or whatever, so when we go back to the present, or back to the future, you'll get a fully charged battery, and that thing we put in the freezer will be frozen. So at this point, I think I made a chunky mistake that I'll try to talk you guys through not doing. So I'm going to go back to the chapel now and get the battery and that thing out of the freezer, but whilst you're here, you'll want to program the disc. And I do come back and do it in a second, but I forgot to do it in this trip, so I ended up having to come back here when I reached the door with the disc. I forgot to go and program it. Again, it doesn't put you in any extra danger if you just keep following me, it doesn't matter, but you can save yourself a little bit of time by doing it now if you want to. But feel free to follow along with me or do whatever you feel like. I'm going to come to the freezer here and grab the item out of it. But what you'll need to do with the disc is examine it, flip it over, and turn off the write protection, which is like a little square thing in the back of the floppy disk. Any of you young guns might not remember those days, but I thought that was a nice little touch. So the door that's in the back corner of the room that I just came through, in there's a computer, and you'll want to put the disc in the computer and type in the code Martha, M-A-R-T-H-A. I do come back and do it, I just forgot to do it here, so I ended up having to come back on myself a little bit more than I should have had to, but it's fine. It's not that much of a problem. But either way, whether you're following me or you just went and programmed the disc, we're going to go to the library, which is this way. It's kind of annoying that I forgot to do that. It's like the one big mistake in this run, but it doesn't put you in any danger. Doesn't really change that much, to be honest. There's no extra enemies or anything like that. Alright, so now that we're here, we're going to just head to the end of this hallway and go through this door to end up in the library. And we're going to use the battery in this elevator now that it's charged to open this up by pulling the little lever and then slap the battery in. Now take us up. There's a couple of enemies around here, so be ready with your shotgun. Make sure you've got it loaded and equipped. There's the first one. And then combine the shotgun shells with the shotgun, equip the crowbar, smack him up. There we go, he's done for, and there's one more of these guys up here, so... And he's just on the camera's right or Caroline's left. And we're gonna shotgun and crowbar him up, just like we did his mate. Gotta make sure you hit these guys quick enough so that they don't stand up. If you're quick about it, they won't. Hitting them twice will knock them back down. So grab the save cartridge there if you want it, and when we come around here, we can get this. It's like a dial. It's part of the puzzle at the bottom of the stairs in the main hall. There's like 3 parts of that we're basically working towards getting right now. And we got 2 of them, which is cool. We've got to get 1 more, which is an ID card. There's a little bit more for us to do. Yeah, so now we end up going, I think I went the wrong way there. We need to go to the other side of the library, not through that door. And this part was a little bit messy, a little bit sloppy, but again, as long as I'm keeping to no saves, no damage, I'm happy. And I don't really go off the route too much. So this is where you will need to be to use the disc, and I think at this point I kind of realized that I hadn't gone and programmed the disc, but this is where we need to get to put it in, and I'm like, oh crap, yeah, I didn't program the disc. So now I've got to go back. And there is a quicker way there. I'm sort of like, what do I do? Okay, I'm going back. So we're going to go this way, through the meeting room. And this will take us back to the main hall. We just need to go back to the chapel, program that disc, and come back here. So if you've already programmed the disc, you might want to just speed up a little bit and get to the point where I'm at that door with the disc or whatever. Or maybe you're still following me. Whatever you feel like doing is just fine, because it's both going to lead to the same outcome. So, all the way back down, you can either go through this door that's to your right, or you can go through the door that's opposite me at the bottom of the stairs. Either one will lead you to the room that you want to get to. If you take the earlier door on the right, you'll just have to run through the kitchen. So, here we go. Here's the computer. Let's turn the disc around, turn off the write protection, and then examine the computer, use the disc, type in the word Martha, press enter. There we go. Make sure you press the button to get the disc back. It's an easy mistake to make to not take the disc, but make sure you eject the disc and take it. And then we're going back to the disc door. Kind of quite a bit of a back and forward thing, I know, but like I said, doesn't put us in any danger, so I'm fine with it. Not a problem. Let's keep going. We've got about, I think about 30-40 minutes left of this run. We've been going for almost an hour now. Kind of a long run. You can get this run done in about an hour or so, but that's if you just run past all of the enemies, and I think the world record is like 59 minutes or something like that, but it's actually held by a friend of mine. But he's not bothered about taking damage. He's, you know, just trying to get past as much of the, or as many of the enemies as he possibly can, as fast as he can. Right, so use the disc on the door. There we go, going in. Lovely. Thank you, let me in. Okay, so when you're in here, equip the nail gun. You're going to have an enemy chilling in this room. Again, hitting him with 5 shots, waiting for him to get a bit closer, then hitting him with the 6th to knock him down. Reloading the nail gun in the menu, equipping the crowbar, and smacking him up. Alright, there's a save disc in here. There is also a record, but we're not going to need that record. There's a morphine on the table as well if you want to grab that, if you care. So, in this room, we're going to have a cutscene where we see Anna, and as soon as you gain control, you're going to want to turn around and run back out of this room. It's kind of a way to cheese Anna. If she appears anywhere, if you just run through the door that you've just come through, she'll disappear in the area. So we just went in and out of the door, out and in of the door, and she's gone. Like, no bother. You can't kill her, so you might just want to do that to keep yourself safe. You can tell if Anna's in an area because you'll hear the audio. It's like a piece of music that plays. But going into that room there, we're going to grab, which is the office, we're going to grab the WD-40 and then unlock the corridor door, and that'll lead us back into this area with the knights, and then we can go through the meeting room. Now that we've got the WD-40, or I think it's called WE-40, we're going to go back to the early area of the game where we can... Again, I'm getting a little bit turned around here, like, oh, where am I going? But we're going back through this door to the generator area, and we're going to use the WE-40 on the door in the off-brand Silent Hill world, in the area where we used the heart on the doll. So we need to go back there. You can go through the main hall to get here if you want. So that piece of audio there means that Anna's in the area. You're going to hear it go meh, like a fucking horrible whiny music. So just go in and out of the door and she'll disappear. As long as you don't hear that audio, she's not around, which is nice. It's kind of a nice tell to make it easier for you to know if she's there or not. So we're going back all this way. We're going to go into the maternity ward. I almost ran too far there. Let's go in. You can tell I'm getting a little bit turned around at this point. I messed up this run quite a few times trying to do the no damage. It was definitely a frustrating run to get done. But coming down here, down the ladder again, through the original mirror that we lit at the beginning of the game. And then back up. There's a new enemy in this area, so you'll want to equip your shotgun when you get to the top of the ladder. Here we go. And just shoot him. and then reload your shotgun. Now we got the cattle prod. I'm going to use that. I'm going to equip that and just shock him once as well, and that'll get that guy killed. Keep everything fully loaded. I know it's a bit of a joke to get done. And we're going to use the WE-40 on the cogs at the top of the bottom of the door. And then we're going to use the hammer on the handle. And that'll open it up. Sorted. So Anna's in this area. Didn't hear that audio, so I just turned around and went back through. I'm going to equip the shotgun here. And she should be gone when we go back through. There's a couple of enemies that we want to get past here, but we only come through this area once. So run around here and shoot this guy with the shotgun. That one shot actually killed him, which is kind of lucky. I'm going to keep the gun loaded. There we go. Yeah, everything's loaded. Very nice. And then when we come into here, if you just head straight forward, there's some shotgun shells sitting right here in this baby's crib. Shoot this guy in the face. And that gets him killed, which is nice. Even if he doesn't die and he just goes to the floor, just run past him and go through this mirror. We only come through that area once, so we don't need to worry about fully killing that guy. Or the guy before him either. So once you get into the delivery room, which is right there, we're going to come through this door. And there's 2 enemies in this area that we want to kill. If you stand right here, you can use the lock-on trick to figure out when Caroline is locking on to the enemy. We're going to get him a little bit closer. He's a little bit far away, to be honest, there, but it's fine. Smack him up with the crowbar, get him finished. And then grab yourself the shotgun. And let's go shoot this guy with the shotgun. It's a bit close quarters here, so I just like to use the shotgun to kill that guy. There we go. And now we're going to go and interact with the clock here. And the date and time we've got to set this to are the 25th of December, right there. And I think it's 8:15:25 seconds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. 8:15:25 seconds. So 25th of December, 8:15:25 seconds. So back this way through this door. This door is now unlocked, which is nice. Anna can sometimes spawn here, so be ready to run back through that door and come back out of it if you need to. It's kind of a bit RNG when it comes to Anna. But now that we've got the eye, the jade eye, or whatever it is, we're going to come back this way. And we're going to use the extra door we unlocked earlier to get back into the morgue and then back into the main hall. So we'll come around this way, down here. Yeah. So back in the morgue, and we're going to go up the stairs that's on the left side of the camera, or Caroline's right. Up we go. And we're going to go back through this door, and that'll lead us to the area we want to be in. Listen out for Anna, she can spawn here. Yeah, there she is. To be fair, I could have just ran away from her there, but play it safe, why not? It never hurts. So now we're going to come towards the camera this way and back into the office. So through here. And we're going to use the eye that we just got on this statue. God knows how she got this eye into the statue. But whatever, I'm not complaining. And that'll open up this puzzle. And I think the solution to this puzzle is 1, 2, 6, 6, 2, 1. Oh, no, sorry. Let me do that again. 1, 2, 6, 6, 1, 2. Yeah, there we go. So 1, 2, 6, 6, 1, 2 on the buttons there. 1, 2, 6, 6, 1, 2. Easy to make a mistake with that one. Anna's in this area, so I'm going to go back up. And then back down the stairs. There's some nails on the side right here. Grab those. And now we're going to go this way. There's an enemy in this area that we need to deal with. He's just on this little walkway that's ahead of us. Around this corner. Shotgun shot. Make sure you keep that loaded. Equip the cattle prod. And shock this guy. And that should get him killed. And then we're going to come around here, around this walkway. keeping everything loaded. You know, it makes sense. And then we can get the ID card right here, and that's all 3 of the items that we need to get through the door that's at the bottom of the stairs in the main hall. So now that we got those, we need to go back to the main hall. We can't go through this door that's next to us here. We unlock that a little bit later. So let's go all the way back to the main hall. Not a huge amount of the game left now. We've done the majority of it. Back through the office door and into the 2nd floor corridor, and we're going to go first of all back into the office because Anna's in that area, which is annoying. You got to keep an eye out for her. You can just run past her a lot of the time, but because I was just doing my best to avoid damage, I didn't want to risk it. It's just an easy way to get rid of her and not waste ammo or anything, you know. You can stun her, but you can't kill her, so. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we're going back to the main hall. Back through this way. Down the stairs. All the way around. And down these stairs. Okay, so we're going to use the ID card and the frozen ice block thing first. This next puzzle is a little bit trickier than that. You've kind of just got to match the dials up as they are on the puzzle. You can't just copy the solution I get here, but I think I mess it up a couple of times. I never get this right first time. It's usually the last one I just mess with that messes with me here. I think it took me a couple of attempts to get it right. No. But yeah, I mean, you can copy what I do, but you can also just copy the solution of the puzzle. I mean, it is right there in front of you. Just takes a little bit of messing with it, you know. I'm pretty sure a couple of them are in the right. I mean, it's a good idea just to work from the notch, like the triangular notch in the circle right there. No, that's still incorrect. I think the one I've got wrong is the one that kind of looks like a paw print. The one with the 3 notches and the 1 in the bottom right there. Yeah, this one. Pretty sure that's it. Think that's the solution. Yeah. There we go. Took me a couple of attempts, but you get there in the end. You're not in any danger doing that one. Alright. So now that we're here, if you're going to get the good ending, this area is pretty important. So when you come down here, come into this room first of all. This is a little save room if you do want to save it. If you save it here, you can kind of replay the game to get the good endings and bad endings and whatever if you want to. Although to be honest, even if you can follow up right to the end of the game and get all the endings just by replaying the last boss pretty much. So we're going to go down the corridor that's opposite the door we just went in. And when you come down here, if you do want to get the good ending, this part is vital. So come down here, there's an enemy down here that we got to kill. He's sort of shuffling around. Let's take him out. This guy got kind of lucky and survived there, so I didn't knock him down quick enough with the crowbar, so I just ran away. And then I used the nail gun to finish him off. A few shots, and he was done for. It's kind of scary when those guys stand up, because they can hit you with a big ranged attack that's kind of difficult to get away from. I was lucky to get away from that attack, to be honest. So when you get in here, the puzzle here is related to what the inscription says. And this one says, basically that you're looking for something to escape poverty, which is the gold door. The solutions here won't be in the same place as you, but they will be the same thing. So this one is the empty sort of basin there, which is air. So gold door, empty basin. This one, you just need to go north on the compass, which is in the center of the room. The solutions will be the same, but they won't be in the same place. This one is the wooden door that you have to go through. So you just want to look for the wooden door here, which is over here. Yep. It says something about keeping you afloat in water, which is wood. And seagulls flying in the night sky. I'm pretty sure this one is Earth. It represents Earth. So you go in through the door that the Earth basin is next to. This one talks about fire, so it's the embers in the basin. You go through that one. And what's this one? Yeah, something about close my eyes, look towards the sun once more. So you're going basically west, which is the circle on the compass. Like I said, the solutions will be the same, but they'll be in different positions. So that was a bit of a delayed reaction, wasn't it, mate? Shot him and he fell over like 3 seconds later. So 1 shot with the shotgun and then 5 shots with the nail gun should kill these guys. You don't want to get too close, just because they're kind of close together, you know what I mean? So there we go, they're done with. And there's another one of these guys strapped to the wall in here, so be careful of him, don't run down here too foolhardy, otherwise you're going to get smacked by this guy. Let's take him out. Get rid of him. And then in this room, you've got an antidote and some ammo. So grab the antidote off the desk. That's the item we need in order to get the good ending, so make sure you grab that. And then there's some charge ammo as well on one of the chairs in the back of that room, so grab that too. And then we're going to leave. There's nothing else in that room that we want. And when you come back this way, you'll end up back in this area. And now we can continue. So let's keep moving all the way around here through this wooden door into the mausoleum, and you're going to want to come down here and then move towards the camera's right or Caroline's left, and then keep going forward, keep going straight all the way down. When you get into this area, stay to the cameras. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically come over here, don't go to the other side of the room, and then run back past these stairs. If you go to the other side of the room, there's an enemy that you'll activate. If you just stick to the path I just took, you won't have to fight the enemy that's in that room. Makes things a little bit easier. So when you get in here, there's going to be one of these big guys in your face. Shoot him with a shotgun. Keep your shotgun reloaded. You have to be ready for this guy, because sometimes he'll catch up to you really quickly, other times he won't. Interact with his statue and pull on its finger to make it fart and open this thing that reveals the ladder. Sometimes you won't have to shoot that guy, but if you want to be safe, it's good to shoot him again just to get him killed. We've only got 1 shotgun shell left, but there's some more shotgun shells right there. And then just run for that opening in the floor, get away from the other big guy and escape. And now we're in the sewer. So now that we're down here, we're going to come this way and around, and then there's an enemy straight ahead of you here. So be ready to fight him. He's pretty much at the end of this corridor or walkway. There he is. So I like to hit him with a shotgun shell and then use the cattle prod to finish him off. Give him a little shock. There's also some charge ammo on the little table there. Keep everything loaded is really important. I know it gets a bit tedious, but it's definitely important. So come all the way around here and then down these stairs. All the way down. And we need to go and grab the dial for the TV that's in this area. So come around this way and run past the opening in the archway, like the open door there, and just keep going across the walkway here and across the walkway here, and then go towards the end of this path and all the way to here. Use the valve and that'll lower the water in the area. Right, so let's go all the way back. Around and down these stairs where we just drain the water, and we can get the dial that's at the bottom of these stairs on the left. Grab that. And then we're going back, and we're going to go back to that open archway that we saw a minute ago. We're going to go back up these stairs. Yep. All the way around, across this little walkway, and through the open archway this way. There's an enemy in this archway, so be ready for him. He's kind of like stuck in here, I think. He's too big for this archway. One shotgun shell and a cattle prod. Get him killed. And then come across the walkway and then come towards the camera, and there's some shotgun shells, I think, just down here. Yeah, grab those. I think that's actually like 6 shotgun shells, which is kind of nice. So, equipping your shotgun, and then we're going to go back this way and through the door that's across that little walkway. And in the locker here, you've got a morphine, if you want to grab that. And we need to use the lighter on the candles. And here we are. So, in this room, we need to use the TV dial and turn it to the right 5 times, and then turn the power on, and then turn it to the right again 8 times, and then we're going to go back to the clover, and then we're going to go to the tricycle, and then we're going to go just 1 click to the left of straight up, and then it'll open up. You'll get that scene and it'll open up the door or whatever. So, if you're really struggling with that puzzle, just basically copy what I do. I did it pretty slowly there so you can follow along. But basically you start on the yin-yang, you go to the spider, then the clover, then the tricycle, and then the dice. But when you get to the dice, you don't see it. So grab the thing you get out of the TV, and when you come out, there's also another one in the safe. It's basically a sun and a moon pendant. And we're going to go back now to combine those and put them in the wall of the children's room, and that'll allow us to progress. When you get back through that archway doorway we talked about, you can unlock this door, and this takes us back into the pumping room. Anna might be in this area, so be ready to go back through the door. She can also be in the next area when we come through here. Alright, so we're going to go back to the area where we originally saw Anna, which is through here, the penthouse. And Anna is in this area, so I'm going to back out. Come back. Alright. So now that we're in here, we're going to come to the wall that's to the right of the camera, or Caroline's left. Use the pendant on the indentation in the wall, and then that'll open up a little secret wall over there. We're going to go through that. And skip the cutscene and dialogue.
It's time.
Sorted. And then grab the fish hook from the doll in the corner, and then we're going back out of this room. Anna's here, so I'm going back in, back out. Sorted. Back through here then, and when you approach the camera here, a button will pop open on the desk, and you want to go and press that to get the last VHS tape of the game. Really not much left now. Like this, I think there's 20 minutes left of this video, and not all of that is gameplay, so there's probably like 15 minutes left of gameplay. So we've come quite far. So we're going back into the second floor corridor after grabbing the VHS tape out of the wall, and we're going to go back to the meeting room to use that tape, which is just down here and on the right, into this room. And we're going to eject the tape, put the red one in. That's the fish hook. There we go. Sorted, press play, and then go through the projector screen. And skip the cutscene, come around here and through the door on the far side of the room. And yeah, we're going to go and cut out our own eyeball now, which is a bit weird. So all the way around here, into the private restroom, or bathroom. And then this is the very first room that we started in. We're going to go ahead and use the knife on our eye. Thank you. And then combine that with the fish hook. Now we have our own eye on a hook, which is strange. And yeah, we're going to go back. That's all we needed to do in this area with this tape. So we just go back to the camera now, and then we can go and use that fishhook eye thing and get a little bit further in the sewers. We're basically going back to where we got the TV dial. So Anna's in here. I'm going to back out. Come back through. There is a chance that she'll be there more than once. Like, you'll go through and then you'll come back in and she'll be there again. But just, if you just keep going in and out until you don't hear the music, you're safe. So back into the office. And then up the stairs here. Down this way. We've opened up that door in this area now so we can get back to the sewers a lot quicker. So all the way around. Back through this door. Almost took a wrong turn. And then across this walkway, follow this around, keep going straight forward. We're moving on to the final area of the game. We're just going to come down here and use the fishhook and the eye. Right here. And then go over and interact with the other side. And just press the button. Skip the cutscene. Then head inside. We'll have another little cutscene and some dialogue with the priest here. Skip all of that. Again, skip that. Head into the opening on the wall. I don't know why she didn't just shoot him, but whatever. I'm not here to ask questions. I'm just here to make a guide. So there's some nails on the cameras right here, and then when you come through here and down the stairs, you're going to want to... What am I doing here? Equipping the shotgun? No, maybe just checking everything's loaded, because we have got a few enemies to deal with in this area. So we want to interact with the button here, press the green button, and stop it on this nut, and then use the padlock to clip these two parts of the machine together. And then that'll open up this hole with a ladder so we can go down. Little cutscene there to skip. And when you get down here into the bunker, we're just going to grab the ammo that's on the wheelchair and then through this door. Really not a lot left now at all. This is the last little bit of the game. When you're coming down here, you're going to want to swing into here and shoot this guy down. You don't need to kill him. But we do need to grab the item that's behind him. Grab the item. You can kill him if you want to. I choose not to, just because we only come through this area once. Knock that guy down. Grab the nut on the toilet. Run around here. Shoot this guy. Run past him as well. Combine the shells with the shotgun. And we'll go through this door. We don't have to come back to that area, so don't worry about killing those guys. Down the stairs. All the way around. There's a puzzle in this room we got to do in a little bit, but not right now. We're just going to ignore that for the moment and come this way and grab the nails that are on this table. And then we're going to go through this door. And in here, there's one of the big guys with the hammer. And when his lights turn on, when you approach him, if you just turn your back to him and use that aim trick I've told you about, where you can just sort of see when you can lock on, you'll know when you can actually shoot this guy. One shotgun shell and 2 shots from the cattle prod will get this guy killed. Get rid of him. If you really want to, you can just shoot him down to his knee and then run past him, but I like to kill him. Makes life a bit easier. So, right here we can grab the second nut. There's also a save point there if you do want to save it. This guy's dead. It's kind of funny if you leave an area before the animation of their death finishes. When you come back into the area, you'll see them die again, which is kind of weird, but never mind. So when you reach here, you're going to want to go down the stairs. Be careful of the spike traps in this area. And we're going to go through this door. So right here, you're going to want to take a right when the camera angle switches and come around this way. Keep going forward. Take a right into this room. And there's some shotgun shells and the other nut in here, but just grab the nut first and then come back this way. Take out this guy. Because as you pick up those items, it activates or wakes up these guys. So, do it one at a time, is my advice. Shotgun's already filled. Let's fill the cattle prod. I was sort of thinking for a second here whether it was worth doing this, but I thought, why not? We'll get a couple of extra shotgun shells. So now we'll go back and grab the shotgun shells. And that just allows you to kill these guys one at a time, rather than both at once. So again, 1 shotgun shell, 2 of the electric lance cattle prods will get him killed. There we go. And then we can leave this area. They're both dead. We have got to come back through here, so it's a good idea to kill them. In this next area, be careful. There's a spike trap just ahead of you, so just be ready to run out of the way of it. I like to let it do its thing and then run past it, just to be safe. And then we'll go in upwards here when we reach this part. There's a guy here we'll kill. Let's get rid of him. Again, using that electric lance. He's done for. So this will take us into the prison area. We've got another enemy in here that we got to kill. It's one of those big hammer guys. So come forward, shoot him, and then use the lance to get him killed. He's done for. Sorted. In here you've got some charge ammo. Grab that. And then we're going to go through this cell to go through the wall. And opposite this cell is a morphine if you want it as well. Grab that, and then we're going to go up the stairs here, and on the left we can find the gas canister which we need to complete that puzzle that we saw earlier. So, keep it moving. We're going back the way we came now. Very close to the end of the game at this point. Not really a huge amount left at all. Couple of fights. The final boss fight, which was really annoying to do no damage. I'd literally got to the end of the game, no saves, no damage, and died a couple of times. I was kind of pissed off about that, not going to lie to you. So, all the way around here, through this door. And we want to shoot this enemy that's around the corner here. Don't have to kill him. We can just keep going. We only come through this area once. There's another enemy just down here, so be ready to shoot him. There he is. Shoot him down, run past him, through the door. That's the only time we go through that area, so we don't need to worry about those enemies. And now we're going to unlock the gate. And we're going to go back to do that puzzle that we ran past earlier. Should be no enemies in your way. Make sure you're keeping everything loaded. I haven't got any more shotgun shells, so I'm just going to equip the electric lance for now. We do get a couple more in a little bit. But we got plenty of ammo with the lance anyway to get this sorted. Swing a left back this way. This is where we killed that first hammer guy earlier. I'm going to come through here. And keep going, keep going. And we're going to do this puzzle now. So we got these 3 little nuts that we got to use. One down here. One on the left. Right there. And this one goes right there. And now we just got to close and open these yellow switches in order to get this puzzle complete. So you can just follow along with me if you want. Just make sure you're copying me. Basically, if the switch is vertical, it's closed. If it's horizontal, it's open. I was just kind of working backwards and making sure I had everything done properly here. Pretty sure I did. Pretty sure this was a first try puzzle. Let's go and try that then, see if that works. Here we go. Slam that in. Oh, backed out by accident there. Yeah, there we go. Right, there's my gas can. Take that. And now we're going to leave. Got to go back the way we came a little bit, but because we unlocked that gate, we don't have to go all the way around. Or bother with any enemies along the way. We've dealt with everything pretty much, so we've got a few more enemies to kill, and then we've got the final boss. Really isn't a lot left of the game at all. All the way down then, through the gate that we opened, and then there's some stairs just on the other side of it that we need to go down. And I think there's 2 flights of stairs we need to go down here. I think I might have had a little look around for extra ammo. I don't really check in this area too much, but there isn't any ammo. You just want to use the gas can after opening the cap on the generator, and then pull the pull string 3 times to get it started. That'll drain the water for you. Sorted. So down we go. All the way down, and then through this door. Let's keep going. Final stretch pretty much. We got 1 fight with a few of the hammer guys, and then the final boss. Let's get it done. So, in here, you'll have a little cutscene with the priest, skip all of the dialogue.
What? You?
Keep spamming.
I don't.
Okay, there we go. So, these guys are kind of slow, so I just like to walk forward at first and let them sort of come around. And there's some shotgun shells that we want to grab in the room over here, but I kind of just make sure that these guys are all out of the way of the doorway before I do. So I'll come over here, grab those shotgun shells. Shotgun's really handy for dealing with these guys because you can hit more than one of them with 1 shot. So go ahead and use that cattle prod if you want to as well. Now that they're all sort of grouped together, I hit 3 of them there, which is kind of sweet. One more time, should kill 2 of them. Have the other one almost dead as well. Let's go ahead, we should be able to hit both of these guys. No, I only hit the 1. Right, electric lance it is. I think I've only got 1 shot in this. Let's get it reloaded. That's the only manual reload in the game, I think, that I did. There we go, a couple more hits from that and he's done with. Sorted. There's also some charge ammo and a morphine in this area as well if you want to grab that. There we go. Pretty sure I just used the nail gun for the final boss though, just to get it out of the way. Alright, so grab the key, use it here, and this is the point where you can get either the good ending or the bad ending. If you want the good ending, you use the antidote on Anna. If you want the bad ending, or the neutral ending, I think it is, you use the knife on her to kill her. But I'm going to use the antidote for the best ending. If you want the worst ending, you just do nothing and leave her there. Make sure you grab the bolt cutters before you leave this area from the thing Anna was tied to. And then we use the elevator. So like I said, antidote best ending, knife for the neutral ending, and nothing for the worst ending. Alright. So, now that we've done that, you'll come into this area. There's a little save if you want to save it up. And we keep going this way to get to the final boss. Let's go do it. This boss was definitely a little bit tricky to do no damage just because of him spitting at you. If it wasn't for him spitting at you, well, that's his only attack pretty much. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating. It was definitely annoying getting all the way to this point and then taking damage here to the spit and having to redo it all again. It happened to me a couple of times, like I mentioned, and then I just had to practice the boss and get it done. So when you gain control, which is right here, just run up the stairs, hit him with a bunch of shots until it gets rid of the vines off the switches, and then we're going to come down. You pretty much don't even have to adjust your shot. I like to wait here for a couple of seconds so that I can avoid his spit and grab the nails. And that'll allow good timing for avoiding the spit. If you want to time it right, just kind of wait around for a second until you see him spit. And I sort of hit these vines with a few shots and just try and wait for him to spit takes 5 shots to get rid of these vines off the switches. You got to be ready to move as soon as you're done doing this. It's a pretty self-explanatory little puzzle. You just got to press the button as the cylinders lined up, or line up. Just be ready to move, quick turn and run away as soon as you're done with this, because it will spit pretty much straight away. Just be ready to run. Also, when you're in the menus, I think it sort of messes with the timer of the spit. Like the timer in between the spits keeps going as you're in the menus, so be ready for that. Right here, I'm just waiting for a second, waiting for his spit to go off. You can see his sort of stomach clench up as he goes to do that. And yeah, I'm just timing it right. You can sort of tell when you're hitting him with the nail gun. You don't have lock on in this boss, which makes it kind of difficult. But yeah, just wait it out. Wait for him to clench his stomach. Makes it easy to get away from him. You can lock onto the vines, but just not him himself, which is kind of frustrating. Just avoiding that spit, mate. Avoiding that spit. Okay. 2 more of these to do. There we go. Again, just be ready to move. Do the quick turn and run away. If you don't know how to quick turn, it's just backwards and the sprint button. And there we go, grab this med kit. That should be all the med kits in the game, I think. Alright, there we go, avoid that. Let's combine the nail gun with the nails. Avoid the spit. I think you get lock on in this position when you aim at him, which is kind of nice, but in the other ones you don't. Alright then, up the stairs, let's get this last one done. I was very tense at this point. Just taking it nice and slow. Just playing it very smart. Get this one done, and we're home free. There we go. Lovely. That's him done for. Very nice. So now we just need to leave. We're going to come this way. Over the bridge the game's made for us. Interact with the elevator. We've got one more thing to do to get the good ending. And we need to go back to the meeting room. And we do go through the meeting room on the way back. And free Anna from the cell. This isn't the way we got to go. It's the other way. Don't care about getting turned around right now. There's no danger. There's no enemies. Can't take any damage after this point, so I was pretty happy that I got this done. No damage, no saves. Not an easy thing to do with this game. Took me a good few attempts. The run is about, I think, an hour and a half long or something. So it's a difficult one. Hopefully this has helped some of you get your achievements. I'm going the wrong way here. For no saves and no damage. Obviously you can just do 2 runs and do both of those. I feel like no heals would be easy if you were just spamming saves everywhere. And same with no saves. No saves would be easy if you were just using heals everywhere. You know, like there's a lot of healing items throughout the game. We have a ton in our inventory right now. Yeah, but if you wanna, I don't know, watch me put runs like this together, come on over to my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/ifreams. It's where I live stream stuff like this and just generally play games for my audience and interact with people and stuff if that's what you're into. Also, I've got a Discord if you want to join that. My Discord link will be in the description. Or if you just want to show some love, drop a like, a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. All of that stuff really helps me out. Helps more people see the videos. So we're going to come back into the meeting room here, put the blue tape back in, press the play button, and we're going to go and save Anna, and this is how you get the good ending. We just need to go and use the bolt cutters on the chain and bring Anna with us, and this is the best ending you can get in the game. So let's go ahead and use that. Come on then. Let's get this conversation. Let's get through it. Sorted. And that's it. Now we just need to leave. Not sure if I let this conversation play out or not. Alright, so use the cross key on the door. Go have a little conversation with Anna, I think. There we go. There's your achievements.
Anna, I'm aware that my actions were wrong. Once you find out the truth, I hope you can forgive me. Anna.
Sorted. So you'll have your credits and whatnot here. Let's skip that. So an hour and 34, 0 save, 60 enemies, medical kits 6. So we did find 6. Damage received 0. Main books completed 0. Adoption ++ on the ending. Lots of pluses. So on the right there, that's the clue on how to get the triple nailer. You have to examine the picture 3 times and then run around the helmet 5 times that's down in one of the early areas of the game. If you want to have a look at that, you can always look that up. Just if you look up the triple nailer, Tormented Souls, you'll find it. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope this has helped you out in some way. Maybe it helped you get your achievements. Let me know if it did. I really appreciate that. If you want to follow me a bit further, you can always come on over to my live stream channel at twitch.tv/ifreams. I would really appreciate the support over there. Yeah, or if you're new here, maybe subscribe, turn notifications on the channel. Likes and comments are always very much appreciated. They really help with YouTube's algorithm and help more people see the video. And yeah, thank you again for being here. Have a great day. And until next time, take it easy.